In my last video on this channel, I talked about my future here on YouTube and how things are going to change. Not super radically, but they are going to be different from the way they are now currently. And those changes will probably be happening in the late winter, early next spring, when I look for, find, and buy a house to flip, is the term. And the biggest change is going to be a reduction in the amount of extra content that I put out. Over the past 3 years, I've put out a lot of content pretty much without a break. I mean, it kept going and going and going. But a lot of that content, first of all, it went on my Red channel. When I first started that, that was basically the same concept as this is now, except a little looser in terms of what I was going to put on there. Basically, it was a second channel from my main channel that I would put things that don't fit on my main channel. And that could have been anything where I'd be talking to the camera, or if I'm doing something in the shop, a project that I didn't think was worthy of putting on my main channel. So that's how that started out. And eventually what that channel turned into was more of a main channel because it started to pick up more and more subscribers. At this point, I think it has 175,000. And also at some point, I stopped thinking of it as a second channel and tried to make it so that the content that I put on there was more acceptable to that 175,000 subscribers. So I created this channel to replace what that used to be. Except this channel started out being very specific. This was going to be to put anything that I felt like videoing, taking a video of, I would put it here. And that includes talking to the camera, projects that I know for certain wouldn't fit on either one of those channels, like making a cardboard mock-up for the desk that I built for my office is a good example of that. And since then, it's kind of morphed into Only Talk, where I only talk to the camera, and also for shorter detail videos that go along with full build videos and articles on my website. Like if I'm building something like a bigger project and I want to show more detail on a specific operation, but I don't think that it would fit in with the build article or the build video, I will make a separate video of that and I'll put it on this channel. And previous to this, I was making those videos public. And then when they came out, people said, well, you didn't really do anything in this video. Why did you post it type thing? And this is the reason why, this is the reason why you would make more than one channel. I get a lot of comments, especially on that last video where I talked about my future on YouTube, where I happened to mention that I have more than one channel. I had a lot of comments from people saying that that's part of the problem. You have too many channels. But you got to look at it from my perspective. Whenever I put something, take that grilled cheese sandwich video on my main channel. Whenever I put something like that on there, it gets a lot less views. And also, a lot more people complain about it. So I'm getting less views, and I'm getting a lot of complaints from regular viewers who are only subscribed to that channel to see the specific type of content that they want to see on that channel. So you make other channels to cover these topics that you really want to do, because you're doing them anyway, basically. And the idea is that the subscribers that, don't like that content don't have to subscribe to that channel. But it seemed like it didn't matter what the channel was. if a subscriber to my main channel saw it, they would subscribe to it automatically. And then they would start watching those videos and they would say, well, you know, what the heck is this stuff here? I didn't subscribe for this. It's almost like, okay, I'm making comparison to a product here, and I'll say Coke. Say you've been drinking Coke, Coca-Cola, for years and years and years, and you love it. You love Coke, you live for it. Like you get up in the morning, you start craving it. Instead of coffee, you drink Coke. So anyway, Coke comes out with another flavor. Not of Coke, but something different. Say Sprite. So they start making Sprite. And you immediately run out and you buy a bottle of Sprite. And you bring it home and you're looking at it. And you're, you know, savoring the moment before you open the top. And then you take a drink of it and you don't like it. You don't like the Sprite. But you keep drinking it. You put it down, you pick it up again, you take another drink, you still don't like it. And eventually you get so mad and incensed because this is a taste that you don't like, that you write a letter to Coca-Cola complaining that they came out with this when you don't like it. You want Coke. Coke only. Give me Coke. And in the meantime, Coca-Cola, of course, never stopped making Coca-Cola. They were making Sprite additionally to making Coca-Cola. So you don't have to drink Sprite. You can just drink Coca-Cola. It's still there. It's still available. It's still the same as it always was. And that's the problem that I have with the different channels, is people don't bother to look and see which channel the video is on. They'll just watch it and they'll say, well, what the heck is this? I didn't subscribe for this. And they'll leave a comment to that, effect. I didn't subscribe to watch you stand there for half an hour talking to the camera. Get back to work. Get back to making projects. So you can see how frustrating that would be for someone in my position that wants to continue making projects and have them watched by the viewers that want to see them, but also want to make videos like this where I talk to, I'm not talking to the people that want to watch those videos only, the project videos only. I'm talking now to the people that subscribe to this channel for this type of video. They're not, like, they don't have a problem watching this type of content. They probably still watch the projects as well, but they subscribe specifically for this type of content on this channel, and it's what they've come to expect. These are the people that I'm talking to now. These are the people that these videos are for. So yeah, that's the concept there, to try to separate the content so that people that subscribe for a specific type of video, like projects, are not going to be forced to watch these talking to the camera videos. That's the concept anyway. There's another part to that as well. Now, these types of videos here, where I'm just talking to the camera, are not going to get as many views as the project videos, typically. And therefore, and also they're not going to continue to get views over time. So therefore, if I were to put those on my main channel, they would drag the rest of the channel down, basically. I think what YouTube looks at more and more is how many of your subscribers are engaged in your content. So if you post a video where you only have, say, 0.05% of your subscribers watch it, that's telling YouTube something, I think. It's telling YouTube that this guy's subscribers don't even want to watch his videos, so why should we, promote it outside of his channel? Why should we tell other people to watch his videos, that type thing? So by setting up these extra channels, you get to make this content, you put it on there. Hopefully, the subscribers that do eventually subscribe to that channel realize what what's going on, and they respect it, and they watch it. Now, I get back to my channels. I have 4 channels. I had 5 up, but 4. I have 4 channels. My main channel, which has the blue logo on it. My home renovation channel was set up next. I made that second to, after that. And basically what I put on there is just home renovation stuff. And there are project videos on that channel as well, but they're all related to household stuff. Like I'm building my kitchen cabinets, so all of those videos related to that, even though they could go on my main channel, they still go on there. Also, if I do other stuff inside the house, like build doors or install trim or something like that, they all go on there. And I think that has worked out well. The viewers, subscribers that are, typically watching those videos are not saying anything about, getting let down by the content. They can see the separation. This is home renovation stuff. This other stuff, the I Build It blue logo channel, is project videos, mainly based around workshop type, projects. The red channel, however, has kind of fallen in the cracks. And it's a bit of a shame because it has 175,000 subscribers that I don't want to abandon it per se. But I've been thinking about changing it to a cooking channel, actually. See, this is another thing. I like to cook, and I'm pretty good at it, actually. And cooking videos do relatively well for views on cooking channels, that is. But that's what I was thinking about, seriously, changing it to a cooking channel. Let me know in the comments what you think of that, because I know a lot of you that are watching this video are probably subscribed over there as well and will, have an opinion on that. Of course, I know that of those 175,000 subscribers on that channel, a very small percentage of those will actually be sticking around or watching the new cooking videos as they come out. But I don't know. I can't see a place for the red channel in this new arrangement, because if I buy a house and start renovating that to flip, all of that content is going to go on the home reno channel. Everything that I do in the meantime, like out here in the shop, because regular projects will continue, like flipping a house or renovating a house is not going to consume all of my time. Most of it, of course, yes, but not all of it. And then there'll be breaks in between where I'll be waiting to sell it or looking for new ones to buy and so on and so forth. So I will have time to put into serious projects for here in the shop or in my house, because I've got a lot of furniture to build in there as well. And that'll be going on the blue channel. So the home renovation channel gets a lot of content. The blue channel continues on pretty much the way it is. I'm shooting for maybe 1 or 2 build videos per month. We'll see. If it slows down a little bit or speeds up, that's okay. I've also got my big table saw build coming, and that's going to be, all of those videos are going on my blue channel. That's going to be a series starting from the beginning, going right to the end. It'll be similar to my jointer build, but it will probably be better organized. Like, I did the jointer build basically as secondary content. I didn't see it as like serious videos to begin with. They eventually turned into that, but in the beginning, I kind of made them secondary type thing. Anyway, big table saw build coming up. I don't see anything happening on the red channel. Like, I could make longer videos and put on the red channel, but then I don't see the point, because looking at the stats for that channel, those longer videos, experimental builds and stuff like that, they simply don't, keep views up over time. People want to see full builds on specific projects, and not only that, it has to be attractive type projects as well. So I can't see myself putting anything of substance on the red channel as far as woodworking goes. And then everything talking, of course, will go on this channel like it's been for the past I don't know, year and a half, 2 years, however long I've been going with this. So anyway, that wraps that one up. Tell me what you think in the comments. Don't try to put on your expert's cap as well. I gotta say this because I had a huge number of comments on that video, that last video, from people that are trying to give me advice on how to do this when they don't have any real experience. It's almost like you walk into a garage, you don't know a carburetor from a catalytic converter, and you start telling your mechanic how to fix your car. It doesn't work like that, okay? You need to have some functional knowledge of the topic before you can assume that you can give some advice on it.
You make me sick with your heroics. There's a stench of death about you. You carry it in your pack like the plague. And with you, it's just one thing or the other. Destroy a bridge or destroy yourself. This is just a game, this war. You and that Colonel Nicholson, you're two of a kind. Crazy with courage. For what? How to die like a gentleman. How to die by the rules. When the only important thing is how to live like a human being.